Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome back to a brand new locals feature match. Here we are in round 3. What will probably be the final feature match of the year, since Saturday is Christmas Eve, which was when my locals normally is, and there won't be any tournaments then. I think the following, at least Saturday or Sunday, is New Year's Eve or New Year's, so won't be any locals the following week after that. So I think this is probably going to shape up to be the last locals feature of the year. And what a interesting year it has been. Yeah, kind of got a little bad during the end because of Ishizu tier format, but most of the year was good. And what better way to wrap it off than a little Ishizu tier versus Spright. So we're gonna see the Spright deck go first, starting into a blue effect, Chain Havness, Chain Ash. Not something you see every day, people playing Ash. So we will see the Havness successfully stopped for the time being. They have another Ash in hand next turn, so they're insulated from Havness again. They also have Imperm in hand as well. And I think the blue there just ended up searching out Jet. See him Specialman Jet. So yeah, they have Magnamut, Imperm, Ash. And they opened up, so yeah, they opened up starter, double Ash, Imperm, Magnamut. I mean, not a lot of engine, but like, just enough. 4 hand traps. Pretty solid opening. So we're going to see the Jet go ahead and search out Smashers, as it typically does. And I mean, if they go for a Spright route and it doesn't get hand trapped, which I mean, odds are you're playing against tier, we saw them use Havness. Odds are they're not going to Ash it, and they're not going to hand trap it in any way, shape, or form. I guess the only hand trap they could have here would be Kelbeck. That could punish it. And we'll just see how good they are. So it looks like the Spright will successfully dump the Angler. And it will be Chainlink 1 Angler, Chainlink 2 Kelbeck. So they do have the Kelbeck. Could have been worse, though. At least they are still able to resolve the Angler and are still able to play. But they are definitely going to miss out on that body that Spright would have provided. Because they could have gone into Gigantic, summon out Swap, Swap, dump, Swap, link off Gigantic and Spright for Elf, bring back the Swap, make Toad, and have Elf. But now they won't be able to do that line here necessarily, so they're going to have to kind of go for a little bit of a plan B. And I imagine they might summon out Red from the deck, right? So they can like link the Red and the Gigantic into Elf, and then Elf bring back Red, so they at least have a Monster Negate. Monster Negate plus Ash, Imperm, Magnamut, Smashers. Not the greatest, but not the worst, right? You'll definitely take at least Ash Magnamut, right? Definitely not bad. So they will go ahead and summon out Red here with a Gigantic. And they're going to link off the Gigantic and the Red into Elf as expected. Elf targeting Red will resolve, bringing out importantly to the zone that it points to protect it from targeting. Setting Imperm, setting Smashers with Magnamut and Ash in hand. So that will do it for their turn. And they are already starting with a Kelbeck on board. We know they have Havness. It looks like they have Planet as well. And Soliak. Looks like it was also in hand too. But seeing Terraforming is just huge. Anytime the tier deck has access to Pearl of the Rhino, they're just like light years ahead. Card is insane. So just activating the Terraforming there, just making sure the columns are where they are. Both players understand what cards are in what columns, so there's no confusion. So activating Terraforming, that will of course go ahead and search out Triple P. And I would guess that we might see Smashers used on Planet. I mean, you could also, maybe there's also a world where you Ash Terraforming. I don't know. That is a bold move, though, because they could be easily punished by another copy in hand. So now they're going to go ahead and looks like they want to activate Elf on Resolution, and now they're chaining Havness. I mean, we knew they had Havness in hand. I think they're doing this because they might have gone battle phase preemptively. And, you know, while still in main phase, you know, Elf effect, right? Because it's only during main phase, bring out blue. And, you know, they're going to force out Havness there, which is going to, in turn, force the Ash that is in hand. And then blue is going to go ahead and grab Pixies for some battle phase defense. Activate Triple P, chain Smashers, banish Starter, banish blue. So, still have plenty of cards in hand here for tier. Activating Shiren. Always hate seeing Shiren. Discarding Havness. Milling 3, hitting Kelbek, Saronir, and Imperm. So we'll go Chainlink 1 Havness, Chainlink 2 Kelbek, Chainlink 3 Saronir, and so it begins. Chainlink 4 Magnamut. That is going to target the Havness. And here's hoping that the Kelbek doesn't mill insane. So they're going to go ahead and deck thin a Druis Worm out of the deck. And on a new chain, they will activate Magnamut. Go ahead and get that end phase search of another dragon. And we're shuffling and we're milling. Medora, Imperm, Triple Tactic, Shiren, and Mudora. They will mill, looks like a Pot of Prosperity, a blue, a Swap Frog, Imperm. So they will have Shiren resolve here, and I feel like you definitely would want to red negate. And it looks like they will. Okay, they will successfully be able to resolve red here, tripping off the Elf to negate the Shiren engrave. They still have Imperm here, so if they get access to Kit Kalos, they can at least stop it with the Imperm. Also a reminder, check out my TCG Player affiliate link down in the description below. If you guys have not done so already, great way to support the channel. They have 2 Shufflers engrave. 2 of the same, though. Just 2 copies of Medora. They do have the opportunity, though, to go for a Baguzga. They could also go for a Dark. Dark would not be terrible here, because then they could go for Dark, then into Sprine. It's always that little backup play that they have, which is a very good one at that. But they will Imperm the Dark. It's pretty strong. Keeping them off the Sprine. I mean, I feel like you just maybe let them commit. You know, let the Dark resolve, let them go. I mean, because we know they're going to go with that. They're going to link for the Sprine. And then when they activate Sprine, you just Imperm. I mean, so long as they're not taking a Magnamut out of your grave, and there's like no super high value targets in your grave, like let them resolve it. Because now, yeah, just like this. Now if they have a normal summon, which they have not done yet, basically just a free Sprine play. So I mean that was definitely a misplay there, because I mean if you let them resolve the Dark and they go for the Sprine and you Imperm them there, now their normal summon is still a thing, right? But unless they have like normal summon Rhino Art, or they have a really good normal summon Merly, then they're kind of out of luck there. And you definitely have some momentum going in the next turn. You at least have Pixies and your end phase search off of Magnamut, but now they are able to play basically uninterrupted. They've played through everything at this point. I think that Imperm there in the Sprine was definitely the Dark rather was definitely a misplay. So now they're going to access the Kit, and Kit is going to resolve. And they could search out Merly here and do a casual mill 8. But they've only used, I believe, they've only attempted Shiren and Havness and Merly, I believe. Yeah, so they've actually used all names of fusion at this point. So they don't have really much left here. So you're going to see Kit Kalos go ahead and search out Havness. And then battle phase, attack over the Kit Kalos or attack over the red with Kit Kalos. And we're going to see him set one, which we know to be Sulliek. But Sulliek sending off Kit is kind of nice because that is a negate plus a mill 5 into a potential storm of tier limit effects. So we're going to see him start by activating Starter. Very good top deck. And I want to say they never searched. Oh wait, that's not Magnamut, is it? No, that is Magnamut. They just not search off their Magnamut? I think they might have forgotten to search off their Magnamut. That is going to hurt quite a bit. So they will use blue. And they will use Havness. I mean, you can't not use blue here. So we're going to go Chainlink 1 blue, Chainlink 2 Havness, Chainlink 3 Sulliek. Sending off the Kit, negating blue. And then we're going to see the mill 3, milling Murley and Saronir. And this is where if they've gotten their search of a Druis Worm, they could have hit the Murley there with the Druis Worm, search off the Magnamut that they forgot. Because, yeah, they just have Pixies in hand, so they definitely forgot their search. And we're just going to see them scoop. So, unfortunate there. Quite a few misplays by the Spright player, but, you know, it is what it is. You live and learn. And do game 2. Reminder, check out Imperium Duelist at the link below. Don't forget to use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel. So, in game 2, as expected, we will see Spright go first. He's got nothing... probably feels as good as resolving a Gigantic against a tier player because he just basically silenced them for the rest of the turn. No Havness, no Kelbecks, no Bestials. Plain and simple, fair and balanced. So we're going to see him normal summon Swap Frog. And let's not forget, speaking of Bestials too, I mean, Swap Frog, bouncing back Bestials, very solid interaction. It's got to be one of the reasons why the swap nimble version of Spright is just far superior than any other version, like Live Turn, which we did see on the feature in round 1. Mainly because of that interaction. So it looks like our tournament player does have a response in response to normal summon swap. And our Spright player is not happy about that, as they yeet that Swap Frog over to their deck. As Gamma negates and destroys, cutting them off. They do not have starter. Feels bad, man. And, yeah, Gamma coming in very clutch there. And, yeah, they're going to set 2 and pass. And it looks like they draw triple T for turn. Might not put in too much work here unless they have Bestials, which, I mean, better hope they have Bestials or else it's going to be one hell of a turn. Normal summon Murley. How good are we? Mill 3. We hit Sulliek, Planet, and Magnamut. Sulliek is... free because it's basically Planet in the graveyard. You get to search out a tier name. They're going to go ahead and grab Shiren, which means they're playing again, milling 3 and getting a free discard here. Yeah, it looks like they do have Havness as well, so they go ahead and activate Shiren, discarding the Havness. Mill 3, how good are we? Kelbeck, Magnamut, and Havness. So they will trigger Havness here, they will trigger Kelbeck, and their Spright player will trigger Scoop. And that is going to do it. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. We'll see the Ishizu tier limit deck take it 2-0 there. And I hope you guys enjoyed what I think will probably be, again, the last feature match of 2022. We'll see you guys with more features in the brand new year. And last but not least, a big shout out goes to our Divine Level channel members who are Ponytar, Cadillac 64, Justino, H8 Cyber, and Misfid. Thank you to guys, and thank you to every single person that was a channel member this year. I cannot thank you guys enough. And as always, WinnerKills signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one.